Nobody wants to get united. Like, what we gotta do is meet everybody on 149th Street at the bench.
Alright, welcome to the bench, everybody. This is the Monday series of my channel where I do a graffiti critique of some submitted work by a viewer like you. So right here we've got some a little piece by Orex, O-R-E-X. He sent this in. It says Lay Dolly. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I have highlighted the letters out for you if you can't read it, as it is a bit all over the place, and in that there is a lot going on, and a lot, I'm not sure, in a good way. He's gone ahead and done kind of a 3D style that is a very like attention driven 3D with the lime green definitely being the focal point of the piece because it is the brightest color. It works all right, but it's not really done too evenly throughout the piece. As you can see, I'll kind of highlight the fact that the letter structure is pretty good in that it's consistent, but the 3D off these letters is really kind of, I want to say, just kind of thrown in there, because some of the letters are going off to the right, some are going to the left. It's not really consistent, and then the use of the black kind of, I don't even know what hatches, I'd say, like in here that I'm highlighting over. I'll lessen that for you, but these really kind of are used to show which direction the 3D is going, and the fact that there are some going vertical and some going horizontal really kind of plays with how the 3D is looking. So definitely would consider going to your basics. I talked about this a lot last week, so I won't go too much into vanishing point, but it's a basic that will give you good 3D each time and will allow you to follow certain characteristics so you don't fall into kind of a mismatch of how it's looking. But the piece overall, I do like how the letters flow. The Y's look almost identical, minus that they're like mirrored from one another. Good use of a repeating letter there. Good use to make it look the same, but at the same time not exactly. This kind of hookup you have going through your middle of your piece has a very high potential of being a big obstructor, but you've done a nice job and included it behind some of the letters and in front of some of the others to make it work really nice, flowing from one A to another, kind of the crossbar of that A going into the crossbar of this A. I really like that. Works really well and also aids to the kind of cursive style looks like you were going for with the swooping L and then like the swoops just throughout the piece. I really like the flow of this piece. But there is one piece that I'm going to touch on the most, is that the color theory between your dark blue and your black is kind of off. This may have been able to be executed a bit better had you used a thicker black around the outline of your letters, but the fact that the blue is so much thicker than the black, it really washes the black away, and if I zoom out, you can't even tell that there's black on some of these portions. Like up in the top of the L, we'll use for an example, you can't even tell that there's black in there, and that's kind of implying that the blue is the new outline, so it kind of gives it a weird effect. I have seen multiple color outlines work before, but that's probably a pretty advanced kind of skill. I have never even tried it myself. It looks so hard to make it look good, but basically you really should have a thicker black or a lighter blue and a thicker black, a combination of that to get it so your neutralizing black looks and is the main concern to the piece, because right now the blue is really overpowering it. The blue isn't super dark. Had you gone darker with the blue, it would have been a bit worse, but definitely a lighter blue at the least. A thicker or varying thickness to your lines will definitely help. Looks like you probably use like a fine point Sharpie or something, and I would suggest that's good, but work with maybe a medium tip marker as well to give you some thicker portions of your lettering outlined so that it will kind of benefit you in the sense it'll give a little bit of variation, and it will give more attention to the black and the lettering rather than just the blue on the outline. These dots that you have in here are just kind of placed in all these negative spaces. Not sure how well they work, as they're kind of just, I want to say, like a light orange and a red kind of color thrown in there. Maybe a green or a variation of blue would have worked a little bit better, but they kind of just looked slapped on at the last minute. Yeah, I mean, overall, had some small things been changed, the color theory basically, it would have really benefited the whole piece. And overall, I really like the flow of the lettering and itself. Maybe fit it onto a page. I'm not sure if this is just a photo cutting off over here on the left, but fitting it onto a nice page and centering it definitely would help as well. But if you think I missed anything in the critique, let me know. You guys can submit your own photos to be potentially critiqued right here. I'll leave my email in the description. And if you think I missed anything, by all means go into the comments and let me know, as I do this to help you guys out as a learning tool. And be sure to check out the video response section, as John Grimm always puts his in there as we kind of do this together. He had this series going for a while and then hit me up to do my own part of it. So be sure to check that out. And if once again you think I missed something, or I didn't say something as well as I could have, or that I said something and you don't agree with it, feel free to leave it in the description, as I'm always open to your feedback on my feedback, basically, to make sure I'm giving the best critique I can in the same sense that it's coming across as I meant it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the description. That's going to do it for me. Peace.